All right, in Job 1:6-22, what's up? This is Amun Suit, and it says, "Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came with them." Okay, so that's pretty interesting. So if we look at here where it says sons of God, uh, God is a play on the word good. So if you add an O to the word God, you get good. And if you add a word D to the word evil, a letter D, you get the word devil. So God represents higher consciousness like goodness, and of course the devil would represent like lower consciousness or evilness. And so in ancient times, the ancient people they knew about human consciousness, but they never knew really how to depict it. And so they said, well, how about we just depict divine consciousness or the human consciousness as this circular halo? And that's what they did. So human consciousness basically became this halo. And so this halo is like the same halo that the Egyptian goddess Isis wears. She wears the circle halo of consciousness. Remember, this is thousands of years before the Bible. And so it's interesting that tradition of depicting the consciousness with the halo was still kept alive by the church. And so, okay, so when it says in the book of Job, right, it says, when the sons of God presented themselves before the Lord, the sons of God represents the thoughts of the mind. And so, like, you're your own Lord and Master, right? You control your own thoughts. So it would be like saying the sons of God, which represents goodness, presented themselves before the Lord, which is yourself, and Satan came along with them, representing like bad thoughts. So he was having a good thought, and then he just turned around and had bad thoughts. So thoughts are transmitted through synapses. So this would be like the transference of thought through like, electrochemical process. And so every angel is like a messenger. And a messenger is like an electrical chemical being sent inside your head. Of course you have, dendrites too, which also play a role in that. And so if we look at Isis, right, that's like L, that means light, like in the word like electricity. And then Isis wears on her head, she wears the lunar horns of the moon, but it's also the horns of a bull, if you can see that. And so those horns are the same horns that are worn like on this bull. And the bull's horns also form an angle, not an angel, but an angle. Right here, like angle. And ang always stands for like Angus beef, which comes from a bull. So here's a bull, and then it says Angus bull. That's where you get like Angus beef. And so, so like this Ra is like the sun, which is your divine consciousness, right? And then the horns, which are like the bull's horns, which are like sometimes, phases of the night, like the moon's phases, the slice of the moon can look like lunar horns to these ancient people. And even here, you look at the golden calf. The golden calf has its own set of horns. And then it still has the divine horn, the bull horn here. And then it still has Ra seated in the middle here. Because Ra means like the sun, which are good thoughts. And then the moon is associated with negative thoughts. So that's your positive, your negative, your sun and your moon. And so like, what am I trying to look at here? So the sons of God represent like the thoughts of the mind, right? And of course you have Satan and you have Yeshua HaMashiach, which is Jesus. And Jesus represent like your good thoughts that struggles and fights and arm wrestles against your lower nature or your bad thoughts. And of course, you can see Satan right here also wears the bull horns, because remember I told you, like, the bull horns are also always associated with negativity and the moon. And so in ancient times, there's always a balance between that positive negative energy. One is never really supposed to control or dominate the other. But yeah, I just wanted to make this little video real quick. This is I'm in Suit and I'm out. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this quick video. Peace.